coming up to Beaconsfield on the left here. Georgetown Low Head is ahead of us. We're just going to go track over the West Tamar. We'll go over Greens Beach. We're actually going to fly over Hebe Reef, which pretty sure in 1995 was there was a oil tanker called the Iron Baron that ran aground, sadly full of raw black oil, split open, and unfortunately a strong nor'westerly was blowing, so a wind heading towards Low Head, and all the oil went over Low Head, covered all the beaches, all the wildlife, all the penguins. It was actually a BHP ship, so they came to the party. There was a lot of volunteers, and we volunteered. Might be able to find a photo of myself and my wife and my dad. Used the company ute at the time, and we were taking bags and bags of sand and seaweed to the tip over here at Georgetown. Pretty sure it was there, or they had a special site. And the ute actually ended up being covered in oil down the side, but we spent a good weekend there, and the rest of the volunteers and all the BHP workers spent a lot of time cleaning up. I think it took weeks and weeks to clean up. BHP were good. They spent a lot of money at Low Head, doing up the road into the pilot station where the main base was. They were cleaning up penguins there and rehabilitating them. But it's come back really well. It only most of it was all cleaned up and gone pretty well within a few months. We don't really see any evidence of it now, but mind you, that was a long time ago. But it was a pretty disastrous event. I really don't know what happened, but if there is a report, I'll try and find that. And I think in the end they towed the ship. I'm pretty sure they towed it off Flinders Island to the east, and they sunk it, from what I believe. Could be wrong, but we'll have to look into that. So here we are now, just coming up abeam Georgetown. I'll just give a call. Georgetown traffic, Bristell 9011 is abeam the field on the West Tamar, tracking Greens, and then the lighthouse, and then back up the river, Georgetown. Yeah, so here we are coming up to Greens, Low Head. Georgetown's on the right. Have a good look for traffic, nothing about. Beautiful day. Was foggy this morning, but not now. And we'll see if we can point out Hebe Reef, where it hit. Not that far out, I don't think. Tide is a little low, so it should be easy to spot. The beautiful Greens Beach, and there's Devonport off to the left. Still no traffic. We've got Virgin 30,000 feet above us. So we'll get down to 1,500, which is the so there's Hebe out to the right, fair way out to sea. So basically I'll fly over Hebe and I'll show you the way the wind was blowing, which was blowing straight to Low Head. Stage, obviously the tide was coming in and bringing all the oil in, so here we are, basically nearly over the top of Hebe Reef, where it struck. So then if we go back to Low Head, this is where it was all heading. But like I say, BHP did a really good job. Spent a lot of money after it on the pilot station, and yeah, things are back to normal. So here we are, heading towards Low Head, the lighthouse. So there are two main penguin rookeries, one on the left side and one on the right hand side of the lighthouse. They are thriving. There's a lot of penguins there at the moment, so that's good. Low-Head is a very unique place. It's got a golf course on it. There's 500 acres on the headland on the eastern side of the road that is owned by the residents. So the residents own there's a golf course there, very, very private. And then there's the bit of bushland you can see ahead of us is all owned by the Low-Head company as well, so owned by the residents. Very unique situation. Beautiful area. And hopefully it's going to be untouched unless the council decide to do something and grab it, which there is an inkling of something like that going on. Georgetown traffic, Bristell 9011 is overhead the lighthouse 2000, just coming up the beam of the field, tracking up the river and heading to Rostello, Georgetown. And there's Georgetown on the left, the airport, no traffic about. Unusual, beautiful day. Maybe the fog in this morning kept a few away. Hang on, we've got one ahead. Possibly a Foxtrot. Mike Romeo is down there. So we've got a helicopter ahead. Looks like he's going to the left, so we'll go to the left also to avoid him. Go direct to nearest airport, Rostello, activate.